Hi, welcome back to the channel. I recently, well, actually, in fact, yesterday, at the time of recording here, bought a cheap Steam game called Supermarket Simulator. And I played it for about 3 hours, and I restarted the game, and now I'm like kind of like still in the early stages. So let's get started. So what is Supermarket Simulator? Well, it's like the name of the tin. It's a game that simulates the supermarket. It does take some artistic liberties with the branding on the labels, and yes, this game is what I actually kind of do for a living. So I'm I'm kind of one of those kind of people that will be like, "Oh, that would be cool to do at home," kind of people. So it's it's definitely has some jank. I mean, it is a $13 game in early access. It runs okay. It actually has an interesting gameplay loop that makes it believable, and it's fun to a certain point if you like these kind of games. The main goal, of course, is you get money, you expand your store, you get money, you put products on the shelf, you get money, you hire workers, and so on and so forth. You know, it simulates the supermarket. So you put stuff on shelves, the people buy it, and well, in the early game, you bring people up, and then you upgrade. That's the gameplay loop. So what you can do here is a lot of different things. Like you can set your prices, you look at the market price, which I'll show right here. So for example, it'll tell you what the average cost is, what the market's charging for them, an estimated profit per item sold. Well, it's not estimated, it's actually how much you get when it sells. You can remove labels when it's empty. Like for example here, I could remove this label, like that. And then I could put on an item like this right here, and it has all sorts of different items. Ironically, cereal and coffee are extremely expensive in this game to stock and run, which somewhat is realistic in real life. So yeah, you can actually, now there is a limit of like how high you can set the prices, because after a while people will just say this price is too much and they won't buy it and they'll look at other items, just like in real life. And it's all text based, there's no voice acting either, so it's just all text driven. And you can place items down, you can pick up boxes, you can close boxes, you can open boxes, you can throw items, but most of the time the game doesn't let you throw stuff, so I just do the place function. There's, as far as I understand, there's no VR. I can show you on the screen right here as I go on to here. I go to the start menu here. This is your little computer. The game starts at 8 a.m. It will run once you hit open and the clock will start ticking. You can take on bank loans, which I don't do. I never take bank loans for gameplay purposes. You can get what's called licenses, which allows you to sell more various items. It gets more expensive as you go up the tiers, but the products get more valuable on paper, or at least gives you more variety. These are the bills that automatically get paid, and they'll even tell you how many days left. I would say, as a to the developers, if they ever watch stuff like this, make the fonts a bit bigger for the days left, especially for rents. The coloring for rents is really hard to read, so pay those. You can hire workers after you get store levels, that's your EXP, and also like if I serve enough customers, so on and so forth. Growth is how you expand your store. It goes up to 23 sections, which is ridiculously huge. I only got up to section 4 prior to filming this. I started a new game. You also get storage, and on the market you can also buy furnitures, which you definitely need to do in this game. You use the small rack at first to store your items, and I think you get bigger stuff as you go along into the theme of how this game works. Fridge B is better than Fridge A. Fridge A is cheaper, but that's all you can get at the start, effectively. I have not done the freezer yet. but when you get licenses, you can get freezer items too. The spotlight is useful at night because the store gets pretty dim, and I'll show that as well. So that's all the interfaces. And it does have prompts, so it'll tell you to interact carry. You can turn on and off the lights. And those are the lights right there. They do actually, I don't think it actually affects your electricity use because the game says it's only with electric devices. So I'm assuming it means the registers and freezers and fridges. I don't think it counts the lights, but I was actually going to do a test. But for showing purposes, I'm going to turn off the light and turn it on as normal. So there's actually an explorable world here, and you can run around. So I just wanted to show that before hitting open. And all the cars sound the same. Like, for example, they all sound like little two-stroke putt-putt motors. And if you walk in front of the car, you can actually just ride along with them. Or you can jump in it. And if you're running and jump into it, you can ride along as long as you're sprinting. It's actually pretty funny. I've actually done this before. Yeah, even the sports cars sound like two-stroke putt-putts. That's really funny too, with like all these little cars going around and stuff. There's like a Cadillac. That's like a sports car from Japan. That looks like a Volkswagen. And you can actually, not really interact with the people, but you can see that, yeah, it definitely is probably using some Unity asset models. So let's open the store. Matrix shift to close to open. Now people start coming in. Let's get them. Let's wait for somebody to actually come in here. Now you do run out of items, so until 9 p.m. game time, you can order stuff and it'll ship to you. Otherwise, you have to wait till the next game day to do it. So I'm gonna order 2 items by hitting add to cart. You can organize it with display like shelf, fridge, or freezer, but we don't have any freezer. So I just usually do any for now. Click on the top right for the grocery cart thing. It tells you to order, the shipping price, and how much balance you have and how much remaining. Then you hit purchase. Now we got a customer here, so we click on this desk. You click on the eggs, and he's handing a credit card. So you click on the credit card machine, and you type in 420. Oh god. Yeah, you click on 420. That's for sure. And then you just click on each item and scan it. Now this one's cash, so you take the cash. And in this case, you press spacebar because there's no change to give. And there you go. You can become like Mr. Krabs in this game, that's for sure. You can go. It's pretty soon you'll be thinking, hello, I like money. So, I can assure you there is a lot of artistic license with this game as well. For example, when you open the box in real life, items do not do a Mary Poppins sound when they go on the shelf and perfectly arranged. They do not do this in real life. If they did, that person should be given a raise and never have to work again. That's just my opinion. If you could do something like that in real life, you're going places. So, go back to the register here. Now I'll go to the speed I can go at. There you go. Check that out. See that. You might be cringing inside and going, my god, man. You actually do this for a living? It's like, yeah, I do. Also, it does not simulate customers tipping over items, items being disheveled, items falling down, items getting crushed on the belt right here. Oh. Yeah, you can actually close the line and then they go, oh, I can't do it. Also, it doesn't in real life simulate belts crushing items or items falling off the counter, kids crying because they didn't get their toy, or people not being happy about certain things, or any like meaningful dialogue, for that matter. There is a time and a place, you know. I do, when the lines are slow and stuff, I do appreciate holding conversations with people while I do my job. Because sometimes, it can sometimes get a little dreary once in a while, but at the place I work at, it's actually usually pretty good. Like, there's a lot of nice clientele that's really cool to talk to. I learned some things from them, and they weren't things for me. That's what the beauty of life is. Let's see here. What I got? Oh gosh, so this is what happens sometimes if you don't watch the inventory. See how it says 0 here? We gotta order the milk and the cheese thing. So you can order more than one item at a time. And you can also do the Rolodex right here. When I typed in milk, you can do that. When you type in cheese, it starts narrowing the list. I hit add to cart. We quickly purchase those because I don't want to lose out on the sales. Oh no. I don't want to lose our sales, sir. The cheese is down. You know, you just gotta create your own fun sometimes in games like this because yes, it's not the most exciting thing in the world. And I understand it's not everyone's cup of tea. It definitely doesn't make for probably really fun viewing because it's like, oh god, he's just bringing up groceries. It's like it's something you would do as a job in real life. Well, yes, it is. It is something you can do in real life. Also, this credit card system right here, in some places you don't actually have to hand type the thing. There's actually machines now that automatically like take care of the entire process. You just have to like push a button on the system and it will automatically process it for you. All you have to do is just verify that what's the payment they're doing, and it takes care of the rest. It's very fast too. Like, they've gotten that tech down really good at the place I worked at. Or work at. Oops. Why did I speak in the past tense? Work at. Jeez. I'm so excited about this game I can speak in the past tense. And every register system is different. Not all of them will look like this, of course. But I think they emulated a pretty decent rendition of what one looks like. Because there are some places that use a system like this. But they now have like where it's more automated and all that. He's only buying cheese. One piece of cheese for $3.60. Really? Is that all? Now I gotta turn on the light because it's getting dark. Also, there is another thing it doesn't simulate, which is the, you know, people trying to take stuff and not pay for it kind of stuff. That can still happen in life, you know? It doesn't simulate that. It doesn't simulate people trying to rob the store. Which I don't think this game ever probably will. I don't think that's their intent. But yeah, that kind of stuff can happen too. Just saying. At least the one I work at typically doesn't have those kind of issues. It depends on your region and where you live too. But yes, that kind of stuff can happen too. Oops. There we go. Oh no. What is this? What? Huh? Huh? Oh no, we encountered a glitch. Oh my. What is going on with these bottles? Sugar powdered? Oh. Oh no. Gotta get the sugar. They ran out of sugar already? Jeez. If you're fast enough, you can get it shipped in here. Come on, get the sugar. They want more sugar. There. Throw that in there. No, they can wait for a little while. What? Why is the character face shifting like it was Star Trek into the other person, and why is the credit card hovering through the poor guy's arm and neck? What is going on with the jank? I'm just so crushing it, Riggs. We'll move on now. I've noticed sometimes this can happen. Because, you know, it's early access and it's also a cheap game, so you gotta expect some jank with this kind of stuff, especially if it's under $30. Wait, they ran out of cheese again? Huh? Whoa. Oh yeah, you can also reverse items too by holding down the right mouse button. Yeah, I'm gonna have to order water for the next day real quick. So type in water. I'll add 2 this time. And do it for 24. Oh, yeah, that's right. Gotta do that there. Uh-huh. Well, that's interesting. Well, we'll just put some item on the shelf and end the day, I guess. These characters are glitched. Apparently they don't really want to buy something. So I'll just keep putting items on the shelf and go to the next day. This is very loony, that's for sure. Also, like the name implies, you can't put freezer or cooler items on shelves, and you can't put shelf items in freezers or cooler. I tried that. The game does actually know the boundaries of certain physics, except for customers doing square dancing, looking at these items and not picking anything up. I don't know what causes this bug. Oh, I gotta get more pasta too. Or flour. Pasta flour. There we go, add 2 of those. Gonna need some oil, coffee, more eggs, and flour, and cereal. There we go. You can only order up to, I think, 9 or 10 items. Yeah, 10 items at a time, and then the game yelps at you, it says max. So we'll press enter and finish the day. So this is the breakdown here. You'll have satisfied customers, items not found, products found too expensive. As long as you keep that under 5, you're usually good. Don't ever shortchange people, especially in real life. Just don't. Store level, how much XP points, income, supply costs, upgrade costs, because it did upgrade the place, the rent, and bills. And it says it's 47.52 negative profit. Oh my. And then the balance is 529.58. So we'll hit start next day. So sometimes to say market prices have changed, and you gotta adjust your prices. I don't think it dynamically adjusts during the day, but I think it does at each end of day. So let's go to the computer and hit purchase here. It's a janky physics strikes again. The boxes aren't perfectly aligned. And then you throw out the boxes by clicking on the trash can. It just instantly teleports into the trash can. Whoa, what was that? Wow, that was, oh, I got a subscription queue. Well, that's definitely interesting. I never had that happen while filming. So, sorry for the sound effects. That was not expected. Somebody subscribed to my channel. That's what that meant. So I stored the water here. I actually honestly didn't remember that I had that still set on. And we'll start storing some water and stuff. We'll put in the cereal on the shelf. We'll put that here. We'll try to make the store somewhat acceptable. Oh, jeez. Why did I put the flour there and not the sugar there? You can organize these shelves any way you want. It's just sometimes when you're starting out, it's kind of hard to keep a system because the customers keep buying all your stuff. And you go, oh goodness, maybe I should put it here. And then you panic and you put it in the wrong spot. Well, that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. So, cereal, put that there. I'm going to actually try a new organization system with having this stuff open. And I'm definitely going to need more coffee. Gotta get the coffee. Coffee. There we go. Even though they're at a down price, they still make profit. So we'll just put them on the shelf anyways. Because one thing I've found with this game, in order to make money, is if you just sell variety and you don't like do too much of a markup, you usually come out ahead, or at least you make enough profit to live the next day game wise. So that's good. That's still okay. Oh gosh, coffee really tanked. Good grief, the market value went down. So I'm gonna do like 927. There we go. Yeah, coffee's not going to be very profitable. This I can raise slightly to 43. And put this here. And also, I wanted to point out here, when you do these price changes in the game, I do find it slightly humorous that in this game you actually do have a say on the control of prices. That is definitely does not match reality. That's usually not up to you. No, but in all honesty, it's one of the many challenges of retail work. Which some people are probably cringing or wondering why I said that, but there's a point to it. Hear me out on it. Let me open it here. So what I mean is, depending on what position or company you work at when you do these kind of jobs, it depends on the store and the region. Some places are actually really nice to work, like the one I actually am currently residing at, doing that kind of stuff. But there are some that I've heard or seen that I go, oh my gosh, how is this place still in business, kind of thing. So there are places like that too, and it's not just retail. That's a real life thing. Maybe I should have named this channel Rigsters Muzzings. No. But that's, you know, life is a very complex and interesting topic, that's for sure. So, as we were going through here, just waiting for customers to show up. Because, you know, it's like, hey, you gotta come into the store? I can levitate in the air like 20 feet up. We're open for business. I could jump so high I could hit the ceiling. Actually, I didn't even realize this. You can actually jump so high you can hit the ceiling. God, I love the jank physics of these cheap games, man. But, you know, I don't know if the studio that makes this game is one person or like a small team. I didn't do enough research on that part, and that's really stupid and creator incompetence that I probably should have done some research on the company or a group of people that made this game possible. That would be the correct thing to do. But I got too excited that I had to actually show this game before doing that, because that's what creator incompetence does. No, it's just because I want to show the game. And maybe if I do some like digging and stuff, I could find out some more for next episode. If people actually even bother to watch this. I have a high suspicion that this game probably is not going to take off on the channel. Because I am going to be honest with you. I'm not sure what people are going to think when they do these kind of games. So it's more of like a test video. Too. I do enjoy playing this game. I really do. It's just, I don't know if the people that actually even bother to watch my content or even care to know I exist in life even does that. Oh, the cheese is too expensive. What do you mean? What? What are you talking about? There's no cheese. Oh, they didn't find the cheese. Oh no. I accidentally ran myself out of cheese. So, let's see, got that there. Got all that there. Oh, and that was another thing this game doesn't simulate. You can, if you want to be really silly, and I'll do this if I have another cash transaction here. No, I don't. Of course, you know, the game decides not to give me a cash transaction to show you something that's also funny and not realistic. But I do want to put more items on the shelf here. Let's put more bottled waters here. And put this box away. Alright. Oh wow, this guy's balling. Look at that. Good grief. You like bought out a quarter of the store's inventory already. What? Too expensive? No, it's not. Yeah, I'm gonna need to get some more flour. Again. Gotta get more flour. You know? Just gotta open that box and slap the items on the shelf again. Just do that Mary Poppins sound effect, you know? What? Another card transaction? I wanted to show the coin transaction, please. Will you pay with cash? No, he doesn't pay with cash either. You know what? Maybe this person will pay with cash. Oh my gosh, it's like a curse. I wanted to show a funny potential meme, but I can't because the game's like, huh, I saw what you're doing there. You don't get to show that. It's like, oh, thanks. Well, maybe we'll get some luck here and I can actually show a meme of coins or something. Yes, okay. So, unlike in real life, this is something you should not do when you give out change. Especially if you actually have bigger bills. And yes, you can see where this is going. And also, I'm curious. Can I give somebody pennies? Or is there a limit of how many coins one can do? Holy penny moly. Oh my gosh. What? What? Oh no. I didn't give him his stuff. Oh no. I lost out on the sale because of a meme. Okay, that person actually doesn't have one change, so we're good there. Oh my god. That was too funny. I could actually, you can actually do it. You can infinite coin spam a single penny numerous times and it still counted as acceptable. Also, to save money, I'm not turning on the lights. Let's see if I can do that again with the beam. It's like Cookie Clicker, but now with pennies. You know, I just gotta keep clicking the pennies here. Okay, let's see if they accept it. Oh, they did! They actually did! They don't care if you give them 73 pennies. Oh, man. That's great. Oh, man. I can't even see the customer's face. What? Did I click on the card? Yeah, I did click on the card because it allowed me to do that. Oh, I ran out of sliced bread. In the interest of saving the environment and also energy bill costs, I'm not using the lights. Alright, this time I'm gonna actually give it proper. I'm not gonna do the penny spam the entire time because that joke would get old pretty quick. But that's too funny. You can actually do that. I was surprised because I thought the game would like yelp at you or the customer just look at you funny going like, bruh, don't you have bigger change? Yeah. Unless in real life if you have somebody actually requested you to do something like that, 90% of the time you're not going to actually do that. If you do that to a customer in real life and stuff, oh boy. They'd probably look at you strange. Let's just put it that way. Now, there is some times where, in real life, when at the job I work at, where I had something somewhat similar happen to that, but it was with, like, dollar bills, and it was only because I couldn't get more bigger bills at that particular moment in time. So, occasionally, you might come across a situation that could do something like that. Good lord, what happened to the sugar? They bought me out of sugar and pasta. Alright, let's finish the day here. Oh, that's interesting. So the rent and bills went to 0. That's interesting. Okay. I mean, I can't see what I'm doing. Let me take a look here. Before I wrap this up here, let me see. Under management bills. Okay. You can't cheat. Oh. Okay. So you can somewhat cheese it. Okay. So it turns out when you actually run the lights, that does add to your electric bill, which is the bills on the left here. The rent's always the same. Okay, so if you want to save money or are desperate on cash flow in this game, not having the lights run actually saves you approximately $1.50. So if you're really tight on funding, just don't turn on the lights. I mean, not that you should do that in real life because everyone would look at you strange, but hey, it's a game. If you want to maximize your profit, or in this case you want to save money, just don't run your lights every once in a while and you can save $1.50, which is really funny. Alright, well, I'm going to wrap it up here. If people actually like me to continue this series, I'm more than willing to. Or I might just play the game solo for a while and then just show like an updated blog or something like that. I have no idea how popular or if ever this video series would be popular. But I wanted to show this game and I do enjoy it. I do know that there's jankiness and there's some bugs they have to fix. It's 13 US. If you like these kind of games, give it a shot, is what I would say in the end. And this is Rigster's Journey, signing off.